Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. Okay, so let's have an empty cup whenever you're on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Okay. All right. Collective download I received that someone does not like that you are having too much freedom. Maybe you're coming off as happy at a time that they're sad. Maybe you're someone who's coming off as very independent. Maybe they're going through something financial and maybe they feel, they don't have no money and you might have some money. Maybe they're frowning, you're smiling. Maybe they are single. Maybe you're in a committed relationship. This could also be someone that does not have access to you. They're no longer connected to you. They want to be connected to you. Someone does not like the freedom that you have. Yes. Okay, we know slavery is over, but someone does not like, that's the message. It's coming through hard and strong, the freedom you have. This could be someone watching you on social media. This could be someone in your neighborhood, in your community, on your job. You could go to work and you could be that employee. There's one on every job, whether it's a corporate setting, whether it's food or sales. There's always that employee that everybody loves. You could be that one. And it's not because you're kissing anyone's behind or you're looking to be liked or loved. You're being your natural self. You're being your natural self, and it's peeing someone off. It's making folks angry. You're making people get their drawers in a bunch. Okay. You could be someone that does divination. Okay. Or you may not. Or this person could be getting a reading on you, wanting to know more about you, wanting to know what your plans are, what your status is, what's really going on with you. They feel, like they want to compete with you and you're not even interested in this person. You're very focused on yourself, minding your own business. But at the same time, this person is hyper focused on you. They could be having discussions about you with other people. And what they don't know, that they're coming off as weird to these people. These people are beginning to wondering, why is it that the collective is always the topic of discussion? The collective is never even around this person. Why is it so much passion, towards the hatred towards the collective? And so this person could be in a situation where they're desiring to have a life that has more peace. They may not like that you may appear to have more peace, or maybe you do have peace in your life, collective. You could be someone who's very grateful and thankful. And because you stand in gratitude, it allows things to magnetize towards you that are of a Pacific vibration. Now, this person may not have any belief in the things that I'm speaking of. The things I'm speaking of, this could be a person that's likely to shun or, they don't believe in the law of attraction. They're not into spirituality or, either way, whatever your career is, your hobby is, you can, whether you're on social media or not, someone does not like the freedom that you're having. You could be in a loving relationship, and this person could be someone who's been single for a long time. Now, just because you're in a relationship, that does not mean that you're happy. Just because you're single does not mean you're miserable. But this person is looking at you and they feel like you are free. You're free to love. You're free to be abundant. You're at peace. And they don't like it. And so what's going on is they are misappropriating their own currency, aka their time, to the point, the reason, they're watching you receive this Ace of Pentacles, which represents prosperity, abundance, new ideas, love, and happiness, is because they're spending all their time and their energy focused on you. They're hyper focused on you to where they're having discussions with people that don't even know you. Now, that's some serious business right there. They're having discussions with about you to people who don't even know you collective, and they're coming off as weird. And so they're desiring to be in this energy of the Six of Swords. This is you moving through. You've been through, your hardest times of suffering are over. Not to say life is going to be perfect, but Spirit is saying the hardest, roughest patches of your life are over for you. Moving forward, there is a lot of success and progress on the horizon. And this person could feel this. This is something that they have been waiting for, but they're waiting for because they're not applying their energy on themselves. They're not focused on themselves. They're too focused on other people outside of them. Okay. So they're tapping in, but they're tapping into being nosy instead of tapping into pouring into themselves, whether it's their finances, their love life, changing their perception about how they feel about people, working on their confidence, being mindful of projecting negative energy, because what we put out always comes back. And like I always like to remind people, the Karma Cafe is always open and nobody knows when they're going to get their serving. Sometimes it's a double portion coming through. So Spirit is saying it's best for this person to walk away now with the Eight of Cups while they have a chance, because you're very focused on yourself and the conversations that they're having is unwarranted energy. Now, there is a repercussion for unwarranted energy. Okay. All right. And so the longer that they, keep themselves in imbalance, the longer they'll be waiting for change and justice in their own lives. So the hardships that they are experiencing is self-inflicted. They are inflicting this pain on themselves, this misery, this insecurity, this jealousy. They're doing this to themselves because they're hoping and wishing to see someone else in a very negative state of existing or being. Okay. And so they're, desiring to compete with you. You don't even deal with this person on that level, but they're observing you. And instead of being inspired and encouraged and saying, you know what, that's pretty cool. That reminds me, let me go write that book I was talking about. You know what, that's pretty cool. Let me go read me a couple Bible scriptures. You know what, that's pretty cool. Let me go do my laundry. That's pretty cool. Let me go work on a budgeting system so I can save some money and reach my goals and take that vacation. Instead of seeing the glass half full, because we're supposed to witness progress here in life. Doesn't matter what your belief system is or who you are. All are welcome on this channel. But we're supposed to witness people progress, whether they're strangers or people we know, and be inspired and influenced to make progress in our own lives, in our own way. Find the things that you're passionate about and work and build on those things. We're not supposed to become envious or angry, because anything that we want, we can all attain it. It's all about, are we willing, even myself, as I speak to you, I speak to myself. Are we willing to be consistent and do the work? Nothing less, nothing more. Never mind time. Time doesn't exist. Are you willing to do the work and be consistent? That's it. Nothing less, nothing more. So, because of your willpower, because you are comfortable in who you are comfortable, you are confident, you are beautiful, you are handsome, you are successful, you are abundant, and you have to make no apologies for being who you are. So, this message, Spirit, is saying, do not dim your light. Do not change who you are. You do not have to switch up and change because someone else needs to feel comfort. Whatever reason that they have low self-esteem, it has nothing to do with you. This person could suffer from something that has taken place in their life, maybe from their childhood, maybe from a situation long, long time ago. Either way, the healing that needs to be done has nothing to do with you. And Spirit is showing up. We have the Hierophant here in the read showing up, confirming it has nothing to do with you. You do not have to feel sorry for anyone, nor engage if you are aware of who this person is. Maybe as I began this read, someone in particular crossed your mind. That's your inner niggle and your inner wiggle. That's your intuition speaking to you, informing you. Yes, that's who it is. Don't disregard your first mind. How many times has the first mind tried to warn you, and then you say, I knew I should have followed my first mind. Okay, so let's pay attention to our intuition here as it's speaking to us while we're watching this read here. The spirit is showing up and confirming that you have nothing to do with it. This person may feel that they are chained and binded in a situation, but you have nothing to do with why they are chained, why they are binded. And so the Hierophant is here to let you know that is a them problem. People have to learn and walk the path on their own. It's okay to assist, it's okay to ask for help. But there are times and spaces and places that we're really supposed to mind our business and let people learn and grow on their own. So, this is someone who has possibly a personality disorder. There's some deep rooted issues going on. Anytime you become angry or obsessed with watching someone because you feel or you are observing progress and you don't like that this person has freedom, or you don't like that maybe you see them shop, or you see them, I don't know, they're dating, they're smiling, they're laughing. You might hear somebody laughing. This person might hear you laugh collectively and get upset. There is something wrong. That's something deep rooted, like seriously, and that's not anything for you to intervene in. That's something to stay away from. Okay, that's something that's very extra special. This person is self-inflicting their own tower moment because there's something wrong when you don't like that a person has freedom. It's like looking at a beautiful puppy play in the yard and smile and run, and you know, a beautiful Dutch hound or something, or a Maltese, or a doodle poodle, or I'm just saying, you know, projecting unwarranted energy towards people. It's just, this is all for no reason. This person could be trying to get a reading on you as well, as I held up earlier, with the Ouija board here. They could be trying to get a reading on you. They may be becoming upset and frustrated. Maybe this reader is not able to give the information that they want. Okay. And that's a reason. It's a reason why that information is being blocked. They may have gotten to a confrontation. They could be spending a lot of money also, collective, getting readings for you back to back repetitively. And if they're not spending them, they could be watching them on social media. If they know maybe they're looking at your sun sign, your moon sign. I don't know, maybe they have your birth chart, but they're spinning their pinnacle. They're circulating and they're spinning it. Spinning it means it's not returning. When you circulate, that means it returns. So they're spinning their pinnacle, trying to pry in spaces and places where they shouldn't be, when they really should be focused on why is it that they are upset when they see other people being happy. Why is it? Because the download was someone is mad because they feel you are free. They want you to be binded. They want you to be bonded. And that's not on the path for you. With the Ace of Bibles, this is clarity. This is clarity, new ideas. This is happiness. This is communication. This is someone not in confusion. They want to see you, in delusion and confusion. Okay. And it's just not happening. Okay. This person needs to, go into hermit and tap in, like seriously. Like seriously, you should not be mad because someone is appearing to be happy. If they are happy, good for them. Let that inspire you that happiness is real. It exists and it is obtainable for all. We all are valuable. Everybody has a purpose. It doesn't matter whether we like them, whether we get along with them, whether we forgave them or we didn't. Everyone has a purpose, whether we understand what it is or not. A lot of these things may be some of our business, it may not. But either way, everyone has a purpose. Okay. This person needs to restore their balance. They need to restore their balance. And find the light within. They're so focused on hate and focusing on witnessing someone have a downfall that they're forgetting all about love, the love of thyself. As I just stated, you could be in a relationship and maybe that bothers them, male or female. Okay. This could represent two men, two women, or male or female. Okay, you could be dating, you could be married, you could have a live-in spouse. This might be your side piece, your two-piece, whatever kind of piece you got. It's got somebody very upset. You're too free. You're too, like I said, you're probably that employee. And we love employees like that because you make life a little lighter. Whoever you are, you show up and people, they love working with you. You show up, you go, you get the job done. There's no friction with you. You swipe in, swipe out, but people love your company. They love your presence. And it's not anything that you're doing to like force it. This is natural. I'm speaking to somebody who just natural like that. This is who you are. So you're not doing nothing wrong. This is just a notification like, be mindful, that there are some unhappy people out there. That's all. Okay. Because they're having sleepless nights. And, I'm not conveying this message to mock anyone or make fun of them, but this is a download I got. And I was told to do this read. I was getting ready to, close it up. And they was like, no, no, no. There's a message here. There's a message here. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles. Look at you standing in the garden. Look at you, abundance. Grounded, connected, protected. Beautiful, handsome, successful. Yes. Yes. You have a lot of courage. You've been through the fire. Now you're the phoenix rising. You've been through the fire. You've been through a lot. And that's why Spirit said that the worst is over. The worst. Not saying that life is perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. We can make it better. We can enhance. But you've been through the fire. You've been courageous. You've been there, done that. Okay. But you don't have to apologize or hide your joy. I share this with someone, my best friend. I share this with my best friend a lot. Don't ever hide your joy. Let it shine, let it be seen. Don't think because someone else is sad or mad, you can't show your smile or you can't hold your head up. Because sometimes we feel or think that. I've even heard someone say, don't smile at a funeral. Well, it depends on your perception of what life is. It depends on your perception of what life and existing is. And also your inner standing, not your understanding, but your inner standing. Because when you have an inner standing, you have a connection. And everyone doesn't feel the same way, just like everyone doesn't heal the same way. But you can't tell nobody how to grieve. You can't tell nobody not to smile at a funeral. I've actually heard someone say that, hey, don't smile. It's a funeral. What? How dare you control anyone's frequency? Okay? Okay. How dare you? Get out of here. They are desiring to see you in a situation where you need them. This could be someone who wants you to need them. And possibly it looks like you're in a condition where you don't need them. Okay, maybe you used to rely on them. You've outgrown that. You've risen above. You've done a lot of maturing, healing, cleansing. You've put in a lot of work on yourself. You no longer have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You don't have to hold on to every coin, possibly because you're no longer dealing with these people and you are protected. Your money is protected as this dial is here. Okay, those coins are protected. They got the right dial holding the coins. Okay, your finances are protected. Ashe. No, you've been there. Your connection is fine-tuned. You know who you are. You don't have to apologize for that. You don't have to change who you are. You're in your purpose. You're living your life. Period. And your path has been lit because you have earned your rite of passage. Your path has been lit. Your purpose is between you and the divine, you and your ancestors. You're working with your spirit team. This nonsense that this person is upset because they don't like that you have freedom is something they need to go and heal. This has nothing to do with you. They are misappropriating their own energy and they're creating an illusion with the 8 of Swords around themselves. This is all an illusion. Because the rope look loose, it's like they can wiggle out of that. If they wiggle out of the rope, they can take the blindfold off and they can just step between these knives here and walk forward. Like straight up. That rope look loose. They look loose. You can wiggle out of it. You can do the rump shaker. You can, twerk and get out of that rope, whatever. Move the blindfold, walk between these knives over here. Or you ain't got to, You can move the knives once your hand's free. Wait a minute, make it. You can move those knives and walk forward. Okay, so this is an illusion. They are self-inflicting energy onto themselves. What they are feeling, they're stagnating their own energy. They're stopping their own progress. The fun fact, and that's why it's mindful to always be, you know, mindful to be mindful about the energy that you project. You don't have to go along to get along. You're not for everybody. Everybody does not have to be for you. That's natural. But there is a way for you to land on your feet and be prosperous and productive, you know, without sending negative energy. Anytime you're, just because you didn't say it don't mean it's not felt or hurt by the divine. Just because you didn't say it out your mouth don't mean it's not felt or heard. Wishing and hoping, planning, plotting, strategizing for someone to have a downfall or to be in a negative state of being, it is felt and hurt, and that energy will magnetize the wrong energy towards you. And you will wonder why your experiences are the way that they are, because you're self-inflicting them about how you feel about yourself, how you feel about other people, how you feel when people are progressing in life. This could be anything. This could be something simple, collective. You could be someone who keeps a clean home. And maybe this hater here is somebody who they don't like cleaning up. So every time they come to your house, they smelling potpourri, they smelling fabuloso, and they don't like it. And matter of fact, they think you conceited. You think you all that because you're cleaning up. Now that sounds foolish, but that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a clown here. And this is if a clown has a stage or an audience, they will perform. So they're looking for a reason to try to provoke some kind of situation where they can get you needing their assistance, or they can get you in the energy of having to defend yourself or be full of anxiety. And it doesn't exist because that's behind you. That's behind you. The path that you are on is divine. It's divine. It's divine. What's written in the stars for you cannot be taken from you. And you're not going anywhere, until it's time, rightfully so. Until it's time. And then you'll move on to something else. Life is a journey. It's continuously. Even when a person passes, when they transition out of here, when they're out of the fleshly suit, they're still moving on to another dimension, another level. The spirit moves on. It's very important. You don't have to agree with everybody. You don't have to get along with everybody. What they call it, go along, get on. You don't have to do that. You don't have to pretend. But there's a way to be respectful and also protect your energy so that you don't have stagnation. And this person, they don't get it. You get it, collective, but they don't get it. Well, why is the collective doing this? Or why is they doing that? Because number one, you're too focused on them. And if you weren't focused on them, you'd be focused on yourself. And you'd be so busy winning on your own time, on your own court. You playing ball on your own court. You know you can't shoot no three-pointer. You just learning how to dribble. Stop playing. I don't even watch sports. I don't know where that comes from. Somebody likes basketball. Somebody got season tickets. Somebody talking about getting season tickets. Somebody likes sports. Somebody like basketball. I don't even like sports. That comes from somewhere. I like watching them. I'll play them, but I don't like watching them. Yeah. This person is someone who questions their identity. They question who they are on a daily. But it's self-inflicted. Nobody's doing anything to this person. If something's happened in their childhood, that has nothing to do with you. This could be somebody you work with, though, on your job. If not on your job, at your church or some kind of group or organization you're connected to. You have that fun-loving, beautiful personality, and people like being around you. That's nothing wrong with that, though. They should love being around you. What the hockey sticks? Your spirit team is waiting to celebrate with you and honor you. You have a team that's waiting to celebrate you and honor you constantly because you're doing your one and your two in this matrix. You're doing your thing. You're doing your thing. You're breaking generational curses. You're walking in your purpose. You're very necessary. You're very necessary at this time. The divine said you're necessary. You're required. That's because you're in your purpose. And you're not trying to plan, plot, and strategize for anyone's demise. You're not trying to see anyone doing bad. If you don't like someone, cool, you don't like them, but you're not trying to project any energy. You're not trying to do any ritual or, any magic, to make them, hit their pinky toe on the bed in the morning. None of that. No, you just mind your business. And you're dealing with people, places, and things that lift you up, as you should. As you should. They want to persevere. This represents them. They want to persevere. But in order to persevere, they have to stop misappropriating their own time and energy. They need to get their time off of people, you and anybody else who they're focused on, and work on healing. They need to go into this hermit energy and stay there. Did I say stay? Possibly. Until it's time to come out. They will know. They will know. If they want to have harmony, if they want to be able to coexist with like-minded energy. Well, they knew mine, not the mind they got now, but, a renewal, a cleansing, a surrendering of their hurt, of their pain, of anything that is making them angry at the world. They feel like a page, but they need to turn the page, spiritually speaking. Change their mind, change your perception. You can change your life. Yes, you can change your life. You can change that your faith and your confidence within yourself. This person is angry, because it's lit. The path is lit. This is a labyrinth. This is a maze. They're angry because the path is lit. They wish that these were not lit and maybe these sticks were blocked where you couldn't get through. No, but you're working with the divine. You're working with your spirit guides. They're celebrating you. They're supporting you. You're being honored. Let me light this path for my collective. We got their back. They protected. Let's help them out. Oh, it's a hater over there. Never mind them. We'll get it. Bzzz. Break out the haters apple. This concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good, lady.